Welcome to Unmuted Podcast with our amazing host and author, Recia Kabbah. In a noisy world, we cut through the chatter, amplifying important voices. Are you ready for raw, unscripted stories that shape our daily lives? Well, on Unmuted, we tackle tough topics, challenge the norms, and share untold stories. Each episode, we bring in thought leaders, influencers, and everyday heroes for genuine conversations. It's not just a podcast. It's a platform for real, raw, expressive conversations. Get ready for the emotions, laughters, and most of all, the truth. Unmuted is more than just a show. It's a movement. So join us as we break the silence to embrace the power of honest dialogue. Welcome to Unmuted, where conversations are real.
Hello, guys. This is Unmuted Podcast today. Today is my 1-year anniversary, and I'm just so excited to be here with my girlfriends. We are going to dive into our past work, everything else that happened throughout the year. I'm happy to discuss them. And plus, we have some hot topic for you all. And so welcome. Please join us as we go through all our conversations. If you have anything to say, just join the conversation. Join in on the conversations, send out a message, and we can answer your questions at any point during the show. This is live, so join us, all right? I am so excited, and now I'm going to be introducing my guests one by one. Whew. This is Unmuted. I am your host, Recia Kabbah. All right. This guest I'm going to introduce right now, she is no other than my girl, Brianna Ofosu. She is the owner and CEO of Bella & Co Beauty. She is here today to help me dive into Unmuted. All right. Hey, baby. The mic is muted. Hold on.
Hey.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Thank you, love. Thank you for being here.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And I'm so appreciative for you taking off your time to be here with me today to celebrate this 1-year anniversary.
Yay. Hand clap for you.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm bringing to you another beauty. She is no other than J Couture. She is the one we like to call Mommy. She's always coming through with the style. Whenever we forget our outfit, she is the one that will dress you up to make sure you look perfect for the event. So welcome, my beautiful Mommy, J Couture.
I'm so honored to be here.
Thank you for being here.
Your milestone, and just you to say, I'm so proud of you. That would be it's actually an understatement, because you've come such a long way from what I know you to be. The fact that you were able to express yourself the way that you have done through your book, and just in everything that you're pursuing. So I just want to say, you're so awesome. I really am proud of you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna introduce my next guest. This woman, for some reason, God said we were going to meet on this earth, because from the day we met, it seems like there was a rib that was missing. She is no other than the lady I like to call my twin. All right, she is the beautiful CEO Charisma Fish. Can you hear me? The mic is off.
Oh, it is. I'm back.
All right. Thank you, girl. Thank you for being here.
Congratulations. 1 year. Oh, my goodness. I am so honored to be here and just to be in your space. Like, you are so fabulous.
Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you for being here. And so I am going to introduce the next guest. I'm trying to find my people. Okay, there you go. The next one coming on stage is my girlfriend. I like to call her the Jamaican queen. She is a ride and die. She is a chick that I can never forget about because she is a sister that will come through for you whenever you need her. She is no other than Kemisha Williams. Hey, girl.
Hi, everyone. How are you, ladies?
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me today. I know you never want to come on this show because you have work. Yeah.
I'm not a spotlight person, but I have to do it for you. I just want to let you know how proud I am. Congratulations. And I'm very excited to be here to support you. And it's just an honor. And I'm happy to be here to support you. Congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. All right. Okay. So my next guest will be the lady that owns the red carpet like no one else. Her smile will make you smile, even if you don't feel like smiling. She is our model, the beautiful Angela. Hi, Mama.
Hi, look, cheers to you, darling. I popped the bottle just to say happy anniversary to you.
There you go. There you go. I don't have a bottle, but I have an unmuted cup.
So this is to you, honey. Congratulations on your anniversary. And the ability to show up.
Say that again.
I said congratulations, honey, on your anniversary and your ability to show up. It's really hard for people to show up and to interview people and to do it on a constant basis. So I cheers to you, darling, for showing up.
Thank you. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate that.
So welcome,
And now, I like to save her last because God comes first in everything that we do. But before I even do that, ladies, can you all just share the live on your page? If you go to my page on Facebook, you can just share it. Then your people can also see this whole celebration. Other than that,
Already done. I did it.
Yes. Thank you for being ahead of me. All right, I am now going to introduce to you my my publicist, my friend, my sister, the woman that came at the right time, and God just brought her in my life to hold me, to love me, to just nurture me, and she has been by my side ever since. And she is driving right now, but she always wants to just show up for me, and she show up for everyone, around her. All the ladies on here can tell you something about this woman. So, man, thank you so much for being my life. She is no one other than the beautiful Jason. Hello.
Hello. Congratulations, my love. I am just honored that our paths crossed and that God placed both of us in each other's lives for a time as such. And I'm happy that I was able to be used as a vessel and just instrumental in time. I'm glad I was tied to your purpose and vice versa. So I'm just so proud of you. 1 year anniversary. Wow. Yeah. Unmuted. Hey.
Yes.
Yes.
So let me give you a little dance. Okay. Unmuted. Yeah, unmute. I'm not even.
Love that shirt.
Thank you.
Right, loving that shirt.
Hey, listen, guys. Unmuted is on Amazon. Go grab your copy, and you will understand the assignment. Okay, while we are celebrating this moment. So, all right. Today we are just gonna reflect on some past things that I have done, like everything I have done with Unmuted, and from the past to now. And I'm just so excited to be here celebrating with my girls. I have few videos I want to play for everyone to see as far as we have gone. So I'm going to play the first one now.
Something good gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared, and Blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Favor gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm missing money gonna find me here. Blessings gonna find me here. Oh na 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 na.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, that was my book release. Some of the highlights from my book release, because I could not upload everything. StreamYard would not allow me to allow more than a minute clip. For those of you who are familiar, you know. So I have another one, and then we're gonna go into some conversations, and then we will come back to more videos.
That's just what I do, and that's just how we do it. Yeah, that's just how we do it. You like it what I do. Know how to keep it cool. And that's just how we do it. Yeah, that's just how we do it. And you can do it too. That's just what I do. And that's just how we do it. Yeah, that's just how we do it. You like it what I do. Know how to keep it cool. And that's just how we do it. Yeah, that's just how we do it. And you can do it too.
All right, just some of the highlights from some events that I had, some speaking engagements. And the first part was when I was in the Cayman Island. I was honored to be over there speaking at a women empowerment event. And so I remember when I decided to write my book, and just saying to each one that was in the group at the time, she was like, you should write down your long-term goals and your short-term goals. And one of my short-term goals, because I consider this, being that my book was already in the process, I was like, I want to be able to finish my book within a year. I want to be able to finish my book and touring the country. When I said that, I wasn't thinking I would be going out of the country. I just thought the USA. But God said, no, you are not limited to the USA. And He has taken me out of the country. And I am so excited that the doors are being opened each and every day to tell my story, for someone to hear, and for someone's life to change, you know. So I am grateful. So that was Cayman Island. Plus, few of the clips was from the Inner Star, Triple Awards, and which I was having so much fun and did not do too much for the rest of the, you know, for unmuted. I was unmuting, dancing, doing slow-mo videos and enjoying myself. I was on the red carpet.
And the Star was a time to be had for sure.
Yes, I was on the red carpet. I was I was downstairs, upstairs. I was having the time of my life. So yeah. All right, ladies.
Girl. It was a slow-mo walk.
It was slow-mo walk. Yes, we have fun.
We need to do that like every year. Everybody should do like a slow-mo walk on the red carpet. Yes, I was feeling that. Yeah.
We should do that. That's dope. We didn't know it was going to come out like that. I was like, okay, Justine should give us a little check for this one. So
absolutely.
Yeah, really, girl. Cut that check.
Goals.
Anybody has anything to say so far before I can move on to asking some questions here?
Well, I just want to say it is just an awesome time to every time you have a speaking engagement, like, you know, you've done speaking engagements for me as well as some of my empowerment events, and your story is just so powerful and so captivating that anybody would be crazy. You got to walk away with a book. Like, it's just impossible not to. And it's just so empowering to hear your story. I love to hear your story. I love to hear you tell it with such passion. So, you know, seeing you at a speaking engagement is always an honor for me, and it's always so gratifying for me. I definitely enjoy to see you wherever you're at. So I love to see those speaking engagements. I always got to save you for last because it's always a tearjerker. But, you know, congratulations again for sure.
Right. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, you are right. Every time I do a speaking engagement, I don't be thinking, you know, I just do what I do. But you're right. There is no way whenever I talk somewhere, people don't just run onto the table. Everybody just want to hear the rest of the story. You know, it's not always like that for author to speak and people, want to get a book. It's like, oh, all right. But it's like it hit home for a lot of people. And so I'm grateful that God is using me to tell my story to help other people. And so I don't know where this is going to take me, but only God knows. And so thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah, I know that it definitely hits home because, it inspired me to, to let my voice be heard. As you know, like yourself, I'm usually in the limelight, but I don't like to be that one-on-one spotlight. And and that's all because I normally, feel so afraid to express myself. And as it relates to relationship in with the domestic violence and all of that stuff, we we since we started the empowerment movement, that had helped me so much, and inspired me and helped me so much to step outside of myself, my zone of being too comfortable with suppressing. As I even entered that pageant, and that's normally something that I wouldn't, try to do head on because I'm so used to just keeping everything inside. So I just want to say that you have motivated me so much with your book to let my voice be heard, my voice be heard, and my presence be acknowledged.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you for sharing that, Miss Sharon. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Yes. Thank you all. Go ahead, Angela.
I would definitely say coming on your show was a very comfortable experience. I do a lot of interviews. I've been interviewed. I interview people, but coming on your show and just the conversation we had about relationships and it just was so comfortable. We could have been on that interview for probably like 2 hours if we didn't have cutoff time.
True.
I'm just very proud of you in just how you are as a host, as an author. And I think that that's just something that naturally comes out of you. You can't be taught that. You either kind of have it or you don't. And I have to say, you really do have it because coming on your show was a very comfortable interview. And definitely, girl, look, we're going to do it again.
We'll do it again, yes.
I definitely
Relationship.
that notion.
We're going to do it again. You can never get done talking about relationship, especially these days. You don't want to get listen. All right. All right, I have a few things to ask now. These questions can be answered by anyone. I have at least 4 questions we can go through. It is different. The perspectives can be different. It really don't matter. Just each individual to each his own, So now in Unmuted, I share a lot about finding courage to break silence and speak my truth. Can any one of you share a moment in your life where you felt the need to unmute yourself, and how did that change you?
I think for me, when you find your identity and you know your value and your worth, and in that space, that's where you're like, okay, I'm definitely going to unmute myself in this, time and space that I'm in right now. But you have to know who you are, and that's a process. But when you get to that point, that's when you're fully unmuted. And so it's a really, really great space to be in. So I just encourage, folks who, especially women, we talk about empowerment and all those things here too. to, really spend some time and reflecting on, their purpose, what they want out of life, what God has gifted them, their talents, and just use that as fuel to really connect with self. And then once you connect with yourself, then that's it. The game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, for me, like I said before, it's like I'm so used to being that background person, making things happen and all that stuff, and I always lock myself in a box. So I've unmuted, by stepping outside the box and taking daring challenges that I normally wouldn't take, and stop and don't worry about what how it's going to affect the me doing something is going to affect everyone else, or what they're going to say. So because I worry about that so much that it keeps me back from trying new things or things that I really wants to do. So now I'm taking the bold step to step outside the box and just do,
Right.
and so that for me is like a really big plunge, because even being on here speaking, I never normally would do it and do it so comfortably. But because I'm feel as if I'm in a circle of like-minded, or like individuals, and I feel like there's no judgment, because we all have a story to tell, and while they might be similar, we all deal with things so differently and expresses ourselves so differently.
Exactly.
So that's what me unmuting some of the things that I got gotten too comfortable with, and stepping outside the box and try, to express myself, so to speak.
Thank you.
And if I can say one thing, I commend you on, stepping outside of the box, because that's usually where all the magic is. And I just see the magic coming from you right now. So congratulations to you for allowing yourself to do what you're doing right now.
Thank you.
You talk about all this fear and all that stuff, but you just have so much to say right now.
Yes.
We take over the whole show, because that's what happens when you put all that fear aside and you're like, and now you have so much to say, right?
Yes.
So it feels good. And guess what? You're unmuted.
Thank you.
She has her own year, yes. Yes, she is. I remember probably that was a little bit over a year when we started the women's circle with this thing. She really brought a lot out of us, because in that moment, I used to be so shy, and not
Are
only
you
that I
hearing
was
the dogs
shy,
in the background?
I was hurting.
Hear the dogs.
Not only that I was shy, I was hurting at that time. And so I used to be there, but I wasn't there. Like I was there as a flesh, but my whole mind wasn't there. I used to just be so disconnected, and everybody would be talking. I won't say nothing. If I say one word, then it was a big deal. So from that place to where I am today, I am so proud of myself. And I have used my pain and turned that into my purpose, and being able to stand amongst people, just even 2 or 3 people, then on stage to even say a thing.
Right.
Wow, like I'm like, girl, I be looking at myself and I'm like, girl, who are you? Like, so the growth and everything. So Miss Sharon, what she said is definitely real, and she has stepped out of her box, because I know this woman, she used to be very shy. So yeah, I'm so proud of us. So
And I
proud.
think to also, just to piggyback too, I think to also see yourself the way other people see you as well, and to just kind of use that to motivate, to transform people's thoughts and the way that they see things, and just transform their mindset about the things that they've gone through. So just kind of using your story as a testimony and using that as leverage to help other people tell their stories is really powerful, and it's really important too. Not to sit on your gifts, not to sit on your testimony, not to sit on the things that you've gone through. So, I think that that's one thing that really has empowered me, just seeing myself the way that other people see me, and to just kind of use that to say, I've been through these things, or I'm currently dealing with these things, right? Because I think, what's important is to say, I haven't necessarily, gone past all of the trauma, or gone past all of those restricting beliefs that I've had, but this is the work that I'm doing daily, and this is how I'm doing it, and this is how you can do it also. So I think that that's one thing that definitely has helped me and continue to push me in the work that I do too.
Yes.
Yeah. Amen, sister.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone who's watching. Serene Melody Jackson. This woman
Hey
is
sis.
girl. Listen, I know you could not make it on here, but listen, this woman is one person behind the scenes. She does her job
Yes.
like nobody else. Like she is on it, and I just want to give you some flowers right now since you are here. Thank you so much for being a support system, for being behind the scene. When I call her 9 p.m., she have like what, 5 kids? I like to say 10 because it's like one kid is like 2. So we
It'd
be
be like
cracking up. She'd be like, yeah, girl, it's like 20 of them in here. So she would still get on that computer and she would still do what she has to do. All of this cannot be done alone. Like it is a team. Like Brianna, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All those beautiful flyers you'll see, that's not me. That's Bri. Okay, she be doing her thing. I just have to send her a picture. She'd be like, I got you, And so everybody here is so worth something in my life. Everybody here is special. Like I said, Sharon dress us up all the time. Charisma is my twin. I don't know where she was all these years, but we here now. We ain't going nowhere else. That's my twin. That's my sis. And Kamisha, this girl will hug you. She would kiss you. She would be there for you no matter what. She will cuss me out, and that's fine. That's what we do. She's a rotten dad. So, and Angela is one of those people, again, like some people you just meet in life, you just know they're supposed to be in your life. Yes. She's a joy. She's a joy. And of course, just saying, y'all all know I can keep talking about her till tomorrow. So we all know. So, so I'm just so grateful for you all. So, Suri, thank you so much. Thank you, girl. We see you. Thank you. I love you and I appreciate you. And so for everyone who's watching, and my girl, Chris, she's watching. That's my girl from work. We are like that. You can't mess with one person, you mess with both of us. So thank you so much. Yes, we're like, why? What's your problem? Yes, that's my chick. Like, yeah, we die together, kind of thing. So we do the bad stuff together. We yell the bosses together. We are together like that. So she's watching. So many people. Prince Massacre, thank you so much, everybody. Jasmine, thank you so much for watching. All right, I am going to my next question. Thank you, ladies, for that. All right, healing and resilience. All right, healing and resilience are a major terms in my book. If you have read my book, you know what I mean. So what challenges have you faced in your own life that has required you to dig deeper and find resilience? Anybody?
Oh, that's a good one. Grief.
What was the last part of the question? I'm sorry. The last part of the question.
So I said, what challenges have you faced in your own life that has required you to dig deeper and find resilience?
Yeah, I was saying grief. I lost my mother, I would say about 3 years ago now. It still feels like yesterday, but I think maybe about a year and a half ago, I really kind of came to terms with the fact that I was not fully processing the grief. Just having a child probably about 6 months after her passing, you dive into all of these things that you kind of put yourself on autopilot doing, and you realize that there are things that you really need to face head on. And facing things head on is ugly and it's uncomfortable and it's disgusting and it's nasty, but it's necessary. So that was definitely something that I had to come to terms with myself, that it's not about just keeping yourself going, because I think we do that as women, as mothers, as entrepreneurs, as business women. We say, all right, I just got to hit the ground running and keep going. But sometimes you do have to take a moment to stop and really, face the fact that there are things that need some tweaking and some healing and some acknowledgement within your background. So that was definitely something for me. And again, that's one thing, going back to my previous point, where it's like you're not fully healed from those things, but you are taking the necessary steps to deal with them, and deal with them accordingly, because it helps you and it helps the people you serve, and it helps the business that you do, and it helps your family. It helps everybody when you are attempting to be whole. So that was definitely something, and is something, that I still manage.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you
So,
for sharing that. Yes.
Well,
oh, okay. Can I go?
Yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna basically piggyback from Brianna. I'm gonna piggyback from you when it comes to grief, because like my dad had passed away for a year now, and with the resilience and stuff, it also helped me to be a better person, I should say. And I also enrolled myself in therapy, something I never thought that I personally would need, because I always feel like I got it, figure it out. I can do this on my own. I don't need nobody. But dealing with that, it also teaches to be a lot resilient and more stronger person, I could say. So I'm just piggybacking from what you see and what I also been through. So I have to say, like, going into counseling and getting my life back on straight and getting things figured out the way you should figure it out, and learn to trust others to give me a better opinion and not just leaving it all on me.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's my right there.
Okay, that's good.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That's good.
As you know, Ricia, once again, since my son passed, you know, yeah, I just been trying to find the rhythm to get through each and every day. But you know, I've also opened up myself to not feeling like I can do it all on my own. So as you both you guys, I do my grief counseling. I stay involved with other mothers who have lost their children, not just group session, but do things that are fun things and also therapeutic things to help each other to get through it, because grieving, oh my goodness, the grieving is, some days you're having such an awesome day and then boom, it's like something just hit you like a ton of brick, and you don't know how to really just to not break down. So each day is a challenge.
That's
But
right.
I, like I said, I know that um getting being vulnerable and allowing receiving help is very critical. I at one point I was just running to Jamaica every time that I start crying. I'm like, I'm out of here, because that's where I get my peace. But we have I understand that no matter where I am, the grief is gonna hit you.
Gonna be yeah.
So I just try to find the rhythm to try to take it one day at a time, and allow help and allow myself to be vulnerable enough to know that it's no time stamp on when it's going to go away.
Yeah.
Giving myself grace, pretty much.
Yes, yes, yes.
I agree, Miss Sharon. You have to find a new way. I mean, I've been dealing with that for the last 6 months since my mom passed away.
Yeah.
And especially when you lose your mom, that's like something you can never come back from. And
Yeah.
I have to find a new way every day to live life without my mom. So I can't imagine how you feel living life without your son.
Yeah, grief. I mean, grief is never something you can get over. We just learn to live without those people. But it is something that you can't say, all right, after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, it's done. Now I'm in peace. No. There's always that moment where you're gonna find yourself sad, and you yourself can ask yourself, like, why am I so sad? You just start to miss those people. And it's, for me, because like I share it in my book, because I did not get the opportunity to know my mother. My my own problem is that I wish I just knew her for myself rather than what people say. I just wish I remember who she was, and remember her loving me, remember her. I just wished, because I never got that experience, that motherly experience, and I'm grateful for those that God placed in my life to play that role. But your blood is your blood, your mother is your mother.
Yep.
And so I never had that experience, and I would never get that experience. And so I just learned to live the rest of my life knowing that that possibility will never be there, you know. And so yeah, so my
Girl,
grief
stop.
process is,
Cry. Mm.
and then on top of that, you lost your father, because when I finally got the opportunity to see my father, I was there, okay, you know what? I can, at least I have this, I have this, and I look up to my grandmother, but then all of those people are not been taken away. So like, who do I have? I used to sit and just be like, dang God, why? What did I do? Why do I deserve this? No grandmother for my children, no grandfather. Like, my sister passed, I started to question all of those things. So my grief has like layers. Like, there is layers. You grieve for your mother, you grieve for your father, you grieve for your grandmother, your sister, your brother. That damn, how much can somebody take? So I just became numb. So that was one moment again where I was muted. Not knowing that all of these things that continue to happen to me, there was going to be a time where, I was going to actually become unmuted to tell my story to help other people. Because I used to be like, God damn, where is this going? Like, this is too much for one person. There's something, it has to be something. Now knowing God was preparing me for a place like this today. Right. And so now I can say, now that I would say the things that happened to me, they should have happened, but God don't allow anything to happen to us that we can't handle. Right. God don't allow us to be alone. He is always there. So he wrote my story. I can't change the story. He wrote it. Right. And he wrote it perfectly. So I have to just embrace it. I have to be obedient. and just accept what comes with that. You know, he's using me. I had to go through all those pain. I had to go through losing all of those people. I had to go through the molestation. I had to go through feeling alone, you know, being a motherless child. I had to go through being a single mother, you know, struggling with 3 young babies. I had to go through working 4, 5 jobs. I had to go through, you know, all of those terrible things, relationship failures, disappointments, surprising divorce. For me to get to this place, to use my story to help a person. So listen, even if my story can touch one person, I am so grateful that God used me to do that. So we just have to in life find a place to you know, to balance, because nothing is perfect and these things gonna happen, but grief is real. But we all have one another. That's why you need a sisterhood, you need a brotherhood, you need somebody to talk to, because we all have a story. They might be different, but it all hurts. So thank you, ladies. Anybody else?
Ooh,
Oh yeah, I won't get emotional.
Girl,
But
right,
it's heavy in here. It's heavy in this room.
right. Next question, please.
Woo! Woo!
But this is a part of healing also. You know, this is a part of healing as well. I mean, ooh, I don't even know where to go at this point. One thing for sure, and that's why my company, I have resilience in there, because it's such a key to all that we do. And resiliency is just bouncing back quickly. You know, we all have some sort of trauma. We've all been affected by something, you know, and for some, it's harder for them to bounce back quickly, you know, and we can see where that spirals down to. And for others, you know, they can do it a little quicker than some.
yeah,
So that's why it's important to learn, you know, the tools and the strategies and practices that you can do in your daily life that helps you just move a little bit further along, you know, quicker before it spiraled down into this deep hole. And we all have the strength to do that, you know. And this platform right here is one of those tools that helps, you know. And Recia, I just love, again, what everybody else is saying too, but you allowing a safe space for people to have these conversations and be vulnerable and cry, you know, express, you know, some traumas, and that's relief, you know. So thank you for allowing this platform here for people to do that. Another thing that people suffer from too is failure. And we were talking about that a little bit earlier before. And a tool that you can use for failure is failing forward, right? So it's always like a negative meaning towards it. But if we look at it as something that's a lesson rather than something that's hurtful for us, and I think you had mentioned that before, you know, just learning from things that don't go so well, then we're able to bounce back quickly in the failure sense of failing forward. So I'm certified with the John Maxwell Leadership Team. And so John Maxwell has a book called Failing Forward. And that's where I get that from. It's just now just kind of like shifting your mindset to not think of failure as such a negative thing, you know, and use it for fuel to transform, to bounce back quickly and to be your best self. And so I encourage, you know, everyone who's watching and, you know, listening, looking to fail forward. Okay. Learn strategies on how to do that so that you can be resilient in your walk of life, in your personal life, in your professional life. But you do have the strength to do that. You just need some tools, you know, and some help. This platform here and what these lovely ladies are doing to help others is just beautiful. So I just want to say thank you to you ladies who are on here.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Changing the world. So thank you so much for doing what you're doing. for others.
Thank you. All right. If nobody has something, I'm gonna play one more video and then we're gonna go to another question. This one don't have a sound, but it's just an event that I was also happy to be at. This one I also spoke at this event, and the different thing about this one is that sometimes we think that my people will support me, but it really feels good to see that other people, other tradition can hear your story and be so moved by it. So if you can see in these clips, it has a lot of different color, I would like to call it, but I was very overwhelmed when I did this. This is one speaking engagement that really cut me because I felt so loved, so embraced. I mean, they were so concerned about knowing more about my story. The whole place, when I got there first, I was like, okay, this is a business event. I'm now coming to talk about all this painful stuff. Are they even going to receive me? Like, this is a business event. Why? So, but surprisingly, Unmuted took over the whole place. It became like an unmuted event. I'm like, okay, so like I said earlier, what God has for us, we don't know. So whatever we are faced with in life, we just have to, sometimes it's painful. It is painful. But you know what? God don't give you what you can't handle. And so I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for everyone, Black people, white people, Chinese people, Puerto Rican people, you name it. Everybody hear my story. They want to know more.
Right.
And so it is not a African thing, a Liberian story. It is a worldwide thing. That's why I like to say it is a movement, And I did not have all this type of thoughts when I was writing my book. I just wanted to tell my story. I didn't know what else I was going to do. I didn't know I was going to do a podcast. But what's amazing is that when I wrote the book, after the book release, something felt like my job wasn't done yet. I felt like something was missing. And I kept telling Jai, I said, you know what? I need to do a podcast. I feel like I need to talk more. I need to say more. I feel like a lot of things I was supposed to say, I did not say in the book because there is only so much you can say in a book. You can't say everything like you would say it out of your mouth. So I was like, it is an unfinished book, but this one I have to tell it live. I have to tell it with my own mouth to people. And so this right here fulfilled that purpose because I'm able to reach people. I'm able to tell anything else that even I did not put in the book. I'm able to allow people to come here and release their anger, release their pain, release the things that they haven't been able to tell anyone. I had a friend on the show here who was molested back home, and she had never told anyone, nobody, not her mother, father, nobody knew. But she came on this platform. For some reason, Unmuted got hold of her, and she got unmuted. And she told it. She was like, oh, well, if they see this now, oh, well, it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
I told you, girl, you got a comfortable space.
I was like, wait, you telling me here for the first time? Wow. Okay, so you never know whatever you feel like doing in your heart. If it continue pounding on you, there's a reason why. Your blessing, your calling, your vulnerability can help somebody else.
Right.
Yes. And don't get me wrong, everybody may not be your cup of tea. Everyone may not receive you, but I always believe, if you have 10 people, there's going to be 7 in the room on your side. It's going to be more than less. And take what you have and run with that. Like I say, if your story can change one life, that's great. That's one person who you just saved, So So it's a big deal. So I'm grateful. I'm blessed, and I don't know where God's taking this, but together we can all do this. Together we don't know where we're gonna be tomorrow. So I need you. I
Yes.
can't do it by myself. Yes.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much. Now, okay. My journey has shown me the power of being vulnerable. Here we go. And also, it has helped me to help others. Yes. Like I just said, how has being open and honest helped you in your own life?
Mm.
Anybody?
Well,
That's the only way to be.
Say, how does say the question one more time? How does being open and honest helping in our own lives?
Yeah, how has being open and honest helped you in your own life?
It's your truth, right? So you're not able to move forward if you're not open and honest. It's a very hard thing, and it's very fearful because you know it's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff, right? It's a lot of stuff. But once you break through that stuff and come clean, then that's when things start to change, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think it feels really good too, honestly, to set those boundaries, to, state what you will and will not allow, to, really set the standard to, how people are going to treat you and how you want to be treated in your environment, in your business, with your morals and values. I think it's necessary to achieve all of the things that, God has placed in your life to do, that he's placed on your heart to achieve. You have to be open and honest, to really, set the standard for your life and what you set out to do. It's necessary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
Um, because if you don't set the boundaries, you have to let people meet you where you're at. So that everyone is on the same page. And as you said, you set the tone for setting the boundaries
Right.
for what you will or will not allow. So yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah. I think truthfulness
So
makes you be accountable too. Like, because if you're not truthful with yourself, and then you have no accountability, so you can't expect people to be accountable towards you if you don't start with yourself.
yeah.
To thine own self be true, right?
Amen.
Amen.
You got to you got to be real with yourself, even if your realness gonna make somebody mad. I always believe you tell people the truth. You show people the truth. Don't hold your feelings, or don't try to be something else just because you are afraid to hurt somebody's feeling. You see, when you are being transparent, you do what you have to do. You cannot worry about how they're going to receive it, because you don't know how they're going to receive it. That's one. Two, that's on them at that point. That's why I say so, because your intention is not to hurt the person. You just trying to be as truthful as you can be, and be very intentional in, be intentional with your life, and just be real. Because those things, since I started being very honest with myself and honest with people, I found more peace, because I don't have to sit there knowing that, damn, I just told her I can do this, but I really don't want to do it. I just told him I can be that, but I can't, because I'm trying to hurting that person. I don't want to hurt that person. The intentions is not to hurt people, but as we all know, the truth can hurt so much. The truth can hurt. People rather you telling them the lies than the truth. Um, because I just ate. But then in the future, they find out you lied to them. Why did you lie to me? But then if I told you the truth, you get hurt. So which one do you want? But I have learned to just be truthful, and I'm still mindful of people's feelings, but I'm more so like concerned about myself now. Put self first, put self first, because then people will start to to gravitate to that and respect you for to be who you are. Let people accept you for who you are, the real you, and that bring more peace to you. So growth is one of the things. It comes with age, it comes with growth, it comes with life lessons. And so we are all learning every day. And so I think that's for me, that's where it is for me right now. Just trying, just staying real and being transparent with people, you know. So anybody else?
I agree.
All right, I guess not. So let me see what I got here. I have one. Let me see. Let me play this.
That's just what I do, and that's just how we do it. Yeah, that's just how we do it.
Good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking high GOP. Good energy. Yo no quiero mala vibra cerca de mí. Puesto pa' mí. Gracias a Dios que a los cantazos aprendí.
Okay, that was Kevin Allen.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
Right.
That was the Kevin Allen. That's the speaking engagement I was talking about earlier. That took me out of the country, and so many people was excited. So many people heard my story, and they was like, "I need that book. I want that book." So listen, you never know if you have a story you need to tell. Everyone cannot write a book, right? But even coming on this platform or putting on your own platform or just talking about it in, women's circles or, whatever that you feel safe, let it out. Let it out. It's going to help somebody. That's what I'm saying. So thank you. All right, let's talk about blended family and modern relationships. All right. So blended family and modern relationships are part of the evolving world we face today, as we all know. How have you managed relationships? Whether it's your family, your friends, any type of relationship, romantic relationship, and what lessons have you learned along the way?
Ooh.
Any type of relationship. Don't get me started now.
Look, don't get me started, girl. That's my thing. Well,
Let's go. 3 minutes. Let's go.
So I feel like modern dating, especially for us women, is hard as hell. It's hard. It's really hard, especially with all these social media platforms, with all these men coming on here saying all types of. To me, sometimes it can be a little bit redundant and a little bit ridiculous. And I think that a lot of times with modern dating, people are so worried about not having a role per se that I think that they're forgetting about how a relationship really goes and that there are roles in relationships. And it took me a very long time. I can probably say and Jacinth can vouch because she knows my entire dating history for like the last 5 years. Literally, I went on like 80 dates. And girl, 80 dates between virtual and real dates. And I can tell you, having a daughter, I was very skeptical of dating because I didn't want to bring anyone around my daughter. I didn't want to bring anyone into my personal circle because it's very hard to trust in the dating world. But I think that, again, like you said earlier, once you find out who you are and you walk in your truth with it, then guess what? That person you're supposed to be with will come to you. And I can speak because that finally happened to me. After everything that I went through, my person finally came to me. And, he is really everything that I prayed for. So your prayers will be answered as long as you do the work on yourself, and then you will attract that. It'll come to you. It will definitely come to you. And then it won't be hard to bling your family because my daughter loves him just as much as I do.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome. Happy for you, girl.
Thank you, girl.
And I think the same thing can be said too in friendships. I think that I've gone through some friendship breakups within the past couple of years. I have built relationships with people in the past few years that have edified me a little bit more than previous friendships. So I think, again, just kind of being honest and really, again, setting that standard for what you're going to deal with, what you won't deal with, and also being able to be a friend and being able to show up for people and support people wholeheartedly as well, and really just going through seeing what may not be for you. I think has really been pivotal for me, especially in friendships definitely has been a little bit more difficult for me, just in people and sharing my heart and being transparent about my business goals and just things that I have going on personally. So I think that the same can be said too in platonic relationships, which are so important because outside of that, you need people who really understand like the ups and downs of being a business owner, being a mother, or just being whatever it is that you're dealing with similarly. So that's definitely something that I've learned, just kind of navigating those waters too, which can be murky, which can definitely be very, very murky because people are weird. And you get that and you find people are weird, but that's okay. You find the people that are not for you, just as much as you find the people who are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would say any relationship, it's collective effort. It can't be just one-sided with one person, always being the proactive or the giving or whatever. So it's really a collective effort in order for it to work. The trust, the building on trust, building on all the substantial ingredients, I would say, that is required. It has to be a balance of some sort. Sometimes it's not going to be 50-50, but as long as one party is, both parties are working towards making making a committed effort to make it be exactly how it needs to be. Of course, a friendship is not going to have the same requirement as a intimate relation, but nonetheless, most of the critical things that's needed is going to require it, whether it's intimate or not. Especially that trust and that all the other stuff that's really required. Yeah.
Right.
So
and to piggyback off of what you just said, relationships with men and with romantic or just regular friendship with your girlfriends or your boyfriends, it can feel similar. Just the difference is you're in romantic, you don't have that intimacy going on. But it's that type of intimacy that can also break you when you have a friendship where something is wrong, right? Y'all be going through it. You'll be going through stuff. You can't go through something with your girlfriend, you can't sleep. You're going through it with your man. So those things can be similar most of the time.
Absolutely.
And so that's why I don't understand how people have like 4, 5, 6 girlfriends. I can't. I can't. I have to be, listen, I just can't. I have to have I have to know my girlfriends and I have to know they are in and out and I have to know that they're here for me. I can't do the fake thing. I can't do the comparison thing. I can't do you no, if you my girl, you my girl. Like I want to be fully invested in that, and I want to know that you got me and I got you.
Yes.
So and
Yes.
I don't want to share my emotions too many places. Like it's so draining. So have some real people around you. I don't mind if I'm gonna cry just because me and my girlfriend not on good terms today. That's fine. It just shows that I love you.
Right.
You show that you love me. So yeah, it can be friendship can be like that. But when we talk about dating, for me, I'm traumatized right now. As you all know, I'm not trying to date nobody because I'm just gonna be traumatizing them guys. So I'm trying to just focus on me right now and just enjoy me and find myself, and understand who I am, understand what I deserve, and not settle just because I feel lonely sometimes, because we are human. Sometimes they get lonely, right? Sometimes you just like, oh, let me just go and do it. Angela, the dating thing with the dating website, oh my God, girl, my girlfriend told me to go on the website. I was like, I can't, it's not for me. She said, just try, it's gonna be entertaining, just go on a few dates. And the minute I went on that dating website, I had like a list of guys. Like, dude, how come y'all can't be single? Y'all gotta be lying. It's not too many of y'all out there.
It like they were too toxic, and then it was like you kind of become addicted to it because it's like you feel like, oh, okay, well, if this person don't have it, I'll just swipe left and I'll find somebody that does. And you start making these lists, and it's like you can't build a man. No one is going to be perfect. No one is going to not have these flaws. Like you have to learn a person, and like y'all said, that's why it's so important. Whether it's a friendship or relationship, you have to be friends with somebody. Well, first you have to make sure that you like each other and you can get along when it's not all cutesy. Like when real stuff happens and you still like that person, like you want to hang out with that person. And I think once you find somebody who you're actually really cool with, who you like hanging around, it's so much easier to be in a relationship. So much. People who I really could not stand, and I'm like, why am I dating this person? He's driving me crazy. Every time he open his mouth, he say something stupid, or he do, or like he chews with his mouth open. And it's like certain things, and I'm just like, oh, I don't like him, and I'm like, why am I dating this man? I don't like him. And then I started realizing, well, gosh, Angela, if you don't like him, what is it about yourself that you don't like that he's for you person? It was about me that I didn't like in myself. I had to stop dating toxic men. It was the whole thing, and it took me 5 years to get together. Because God was like, "Okay, keep making the same mistakes. I'll keep giving you the same thing." And
and He will.
I broke my own cycle. You stay in it.
Yeah. I guess I would get it. I know we have some married people on here. They won't be taking part in this dating conversation too much. I see my girl just like muted herself. She's doing some stuff. I ain't got nothing to do with this one. And Yashika, welcome, girl. You're welcome for being here. I'm talking about you, Charisma. You like, I ain't got nothing to do with this one.
Why, girl?
Congrats on your 1 year.
Look, you mad.
And Bree is telling what they're like, okay, I'm gonna chill. And Kamisha is there. All right, this is for y'all. But I ain't hear nothing yet, girl. Come on, let's talk.
Listen, if we're going to talk about working with your spouse, then I have a whole full story.
We're gonna talk about that in the next 2 weeks.
Working with your spouse?
Be there.
Hold on. Working with your spouse? Y'all work together and live together?
Same business.
We're gonna talk about that.
That's a whole nother level.
I wanna be on that one.
You wanna be on that? Okay, you in, girl. You in.
I need the deeds. No, I need to learn. I want to learn how it is to work with your spouse. Like I want to learn how
you have.
So we're gonna be talking about that on a whole episode because she have a whole like 2 decades of marriage, so she can tell us how to get them and how to keep them.
Yes, ma'am.
and how to work with them
Secret.
24/7 and not kill them, you know?
Right, right. That part.
So, Justine, where are you? I haven't heard a thing. I know you're driving, but what's the dating? Let me don't start.
Yes.
What you got for us, girl? Anything? Is she muted or something? She might be.
No,
No,
she's
no, I'm here. I'm just listening to everything and just I'm just here just celebrating your anniversary and just listening. You know, like Chris, you know, my friend there was saying resilience. Resilience is everything. You know, that's one thing that stood out to me so far, and that's what you have is resilience. And you took your book Unmuted and just ran with it, and then just telling your story, you know, and just talk about transforming your pain into your purpose, you know, like everything that you went through, being silenced by your pain, being silenced by your trauma, being silenced by grief, being silenced by divorce, being silenced by just childhood trauma, just everything that, you know, that just life threw at you, that tried to imprison you, that tried to keep you muted and silent. But you were able to bust through that, come out with your book. And because you came out with your book Unmuted, it opened up so many, you know, levels of possibilities of transforming your pain into your purpose. So your book now, you have a podcast, you're traveling globally, internationally. I can't wait for us to go to Liberia, to get them unmuted too.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm just inspired I'm just inspired by the movement. I think for me, when God gave me the vision about becoming an author's coach and a publisher, he was just like, everything that you did, now tell the people in your community and show them how to do it. So everything I did, from like doing my book, traveling globally with my book, going on, you know, different stages and places, and then coming out with, you know, a documentary and coming out with my movie, I'm now teaching you guys how to do the same thing and pay it forward. So everything that I'm doing, I'm just a vessel. So I'm just so humbled and just grateful that you trusted me with your vision, that you were obedient, and I'm just excited overall to be on
Thank
this journey with you.
thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm so excited to have you in my life. We are stuck together. So yeah, thank you. And thank you for taking your time to be here. I know you are driving, you are going to work and also, but you always make time. So whenever you have to get up, I'm not going to feel bad. You can't. I appreciate you and I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Yashika, thank you
Love you
for,
too, girl.
thank you. Yashika, thank you for joining us. We are here. You have anything to say, you can unmute yourself and stage is yours.
Hey, love. Yeah, as I said before, I just want to congrats you and just know that you have a lot of people who are watching you. So continue to keep up the good job. Continue, to move forward with what you're doing. You inspired me, and I know you inspired a lot. You were at my conference last month, and let me tell you, the people are talking about you. And I just want to tell you thank you for accepting me to be a part of your life, and congrats again.
Thank you so much, love. Thank you. And that was a great experience for me, Cayman Island. And I look forward to next year and many more to come. And so
Yes.
thank you for being my sister. Thank you for just the encouragement that we give to one another, keeping the sisterhood strong and just sometimes we wonder people live our lives, we lose some friends and we lose some family, we lose some people along the way, but God surround you with, he replaced them with even, greater, better, so don't you ever regret when, there's something, what's his name said, Tyler Perry, sometime in life you just see, the tree is, the leaves are falling, you just don't know why, you find your space empty, you like, why everybody leaving? Let people be who they are. You can't make people to be
Amen.
who you want them to be. But the right people are supposed to come in your life will come. And so I just believe that my life is growing in a way that I never thought, in a way that I never imagined. So many different people. And everyone, what I love about it, everyone has something different, something unique to bring. No one is the same. No one is the same. I can sit here and say something different about everybody on this show and people who watching. I have like 300 and some more views right now watching. People who watching, people who sending comment, congratulations. Just I am filled. I think when I leave this life, I'm gonna go in the room, I'm gonna cry. Because I'm holding it in. I'm cry because I'm holding it in. I'm trying to, stay cool. So I'm just so grateful for you. I appreciate you taking your time. Look at the time, it's 10:30 p.m. And you guys are here, and I'm going to try and let you go in a few minutes. But just want to say I appreciate you all so much. No one should feel like they have to stay to the end. If you feel like, if you have something to do, you can. But we almost done. We almost there. I promise. So thank you, Ashika, for joining us all the way from the Cayman Islands. Thank you.
You're welcome, love.
All right. Okay, I think one video, then I have one sassy question, and then we're done.
Uh-oh.
This video look like don't have a volume, but this is also from the book release. As you can see, just seeing the people who show up and show out for me that day. It was a movement. I was crying. I was supposed to speak. I was supposed to read something, but I was nobody that day. I just kept crying and crying. I can't tell you why. I had a whole speech prepared. I have some nice things to say. Why I can't say them? I was just crying, and so, but everyone understood why, because I was reliving everything that I put in this book. Those nights that I used to just be writing and be crying. I used to be at work crying, writing. My coworker had no clue I was writing a book. She did not see me cry because I used to have like the sheet to my mouth if I'm crying, so she don't hear me cry. Overnight, working those overnight shifts, I wrote my book in that whole house. They don't even know. But at least they know I wasn't asleep, because I was writing. So, I cannot read my book past a chapter and I start to cry every time. So that's why I tell people when you read my book, just don't tell me.
Right.
Y'all know what it is. It's dark. That's what you see. It's dark. It's like a movie cover. But I'm so proud of everything that he's doing. So thank you all, ladies, so much. Now, going back to relationship, what would be something that anyone on here would say would be like a deal breaker for you? We can have so many of them, but what would be at least one thing or two things for the most that is a deal breaker in a relationship for you all? Because I think I'm struggling with that. I think I have a lot of them. I don't know why, so I need some help. So let me make it make sense.
How many you got?
Everything I say that is not deal breaker is becoming a breaker. I don't even know. Just
A deal breaker in a relationship. It could be a marriage, lady. Marry with me. Come on.
It's like,
well, I'll say this. I'll say, I think that, a lot of the times we hear a conversation about 50-50, and I think that that's unrealistic. Because I don't always have 50% to give, right? And sometimes my husband doesn't have 50% to give. Sometimes I have 70, sometimes he has 70, and I got 30. You know what I mean? And I think it's important to just understand sometimes you are going to be the one filling the cup, and sometimes you're going to be the one that needs to be replenished. So I think that if you are open and honest about what your needs are, again, in any relationship, platonic, friendships, romantic. This month I don't have it. April is a tough month for me because that's my mother's. That was the month she passed away, and that's her birthday month. And then you got Mother's Day. So that 6 weeks for me is tough, and I think we realize that, we know that, so really just kind of understanding your partner, really understanding your friend, really understanding where that may be difficult for them. So, not necessarily a deal breaker, but I think, just understanding where your people may lack, understanding where, you may need to be a little bit more, and being willing to do that, and not just saying like, oh, well, you always need something. That can't be how you look at a relationship. That can't be how you look into things, because if that's the way you look at it, then sis, you are the problem. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be willing to give some, and you have to also accept the fact that you need to have somebody that's willing to give to you as well. So not necessarily like a deal breaker, but just knowing that it may not always be even. Sometimes you're gonna need a little bit more, and sometimes you're gonna have to give a little bit more too.
Yeah.
And also social media. You got to be mindful with social media if you're in a relationship and you're committed to that person, because social media will make you and it will break you.
Yes.
A lot of people on social media portray a lifestyle, and behind closed door, you're looking at them like, really? But if you know the truth, you know the truth. And you also, being in a marriage, you have to also watch your surrounding. The friends you keep, it's not everybody or all your friends need to know what goes on in your marriage.
Yeah.
Some things that need to be kept, because not everyone that said, I'm praying for you, is actually praying for you. So
That part,
you
girl.
have to be mindful of what you say to whoever you want to say something to, and talk about it. Like, marriage is work. It's more than a full-time job. Like, I don't know how you work with your husband, Charisma, but God bless you. It's a marriage. Marriage is a work.
Tune in when Recia is doing that episode in 2 weeks.
What is this show?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring her on so she can know how you do it.
So my work in the hospital, and my husband is a police officer, and when he comes to the hospital, everybody knows he's there, and I have to be like, dude, really? So I'm like, it feels so awkward. Like, just did it 12-hour yet? Like, oh my God. Because he'd be downstairs and he'd be calling me, can I have some tea? Can I have some Band-Aid? I'm like, dude,
girl,
really? We're not there. So
y'all ain't
I
at
applaud
home.
you. I applaud you for doing that. So, like I said, marriage it's, to me nowadays, for people for marriage, it's commercial. People don't get married and work things out no more. People married, and if something doesn't go the way it should go, or the way things go, they forgot the vows we took, and okay, that's it. Divorce.
Yeah, no
6
patience.
months. So it's complicated. It's hard. It is hard.
That's why we want to learn from you old folks. You people have been married for so long. That's what I mean by, old marriages, because the new ones now, they don't have no patience. They don't have the time. Like you said, like I always say, when things are going perfectly, you never know people. You have to have some challenges in your relationship for you to know your person, for you to know who's going to stick by you. So when you cross, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years, like, girl, like, I give it to y'all, because which means you have been doing all you can, and it takes two. It's not just the women, the men. It takes two to want that relationship to work. So both parties is working to make it work, and that's what make a union perfect. Even though it's not like everything is honey, but you realize that it's worth working for. It's worth fighting for. This is your person. This is your friend. And so I love marriage. I give everything that is inside me to a relationship. And that's why I'm so hard to trust people, because I can give a little. I don't know how to do that. So when we talk about the 50-50 thing, I don't know about that. Like, if you're my man,
Today for me,
all I
tomorrow
have
for
is
you.
yours. All you have is mine.
Yeah, man.
That's how I look at it. If old fashioned, but I mean, I feel like we don't have I, it is us, you know? And so to find those things these days is very hard. Everybody wants to, all right, you pay this bill, I pay this bill. No, we together. Why are we paying that bill and you paying that bill? You know, so, but again, whatever work for people individually work, because some people that work for them, you know, you do yours, I do mine, but you know, so whatever work, the point is understand who you with and understand, you know, what works in our marriage and you know what makes you happy. That's all that matters. So yeah.
So I have an event that happened to me. I was like, I don't, as you know, Recia, I barely post my, if I do post a story, I post a story on my social media because I don't really post my family and my husband too much because I'm like, I don't really care. That's his stuff. So someone actually inboxed me and asked me, hey, are you still married? And I looked over at my husband. I'm like,
are we still married?
I'm like, and I put my glasses on to read the message. I'm like, oh shoot, it's really serious. She asked if we're still married because I don't post my private life on social media like the way people expect it to be because they say, oh my gosh, you're always out with your different friends. Oh my gosh, you're always doing something else. And I'm like, yeah, but sometimes we think of the photographer, my husband. But just because I don't post him, that doesn't mean he's not a part of my life. I just try to keep some things private
Right.
because social media will make you and will break you. Like, I just don't understand it. So that's why I said in a marriage, sometimes you just like have to learn to keep some things private
Yeah,
and
just
some things
profit.
popped
Yeah.
out when sometime now and then. It's not everybody on social media is praising for you. It's not everybody on social media gonna comment or even they comment is just something. I don't really care if you want to comment or whatsoever. I just put on storyline. But being in a relationship, social media is definitely a key breaker, a deal
Okay.
breaker. So if you can minimize certain things, keep some things private, keep something public. That's just all I have to say. And know your friends. If your friends are not praying with you when times are down or when times are up, you have to know when to let them go. I'm not scared to let people go. If you gotta go, you gotta go.
You gotta.
Bye. I'm not scared. That's just me. I'm not scared. Like
Yeah.
I
I'm a
subscribe to
loner.
that too, girl.
You
Yeah.
know,
You
so
gotta.
yeah, so when you're up, you have to be up with me. When I'm down, I don't want you to be around when I'm only down. And that's when you see a lot of people around you when you're down. When you're down because oh my gosh, what's wrong? Because they want to know something. They want to feed off that negative. But when you're up and happy and you share it with them, they're like boring, move on to the next. So you
Yeah.
gotta watch your people who you surround yourself with. If they're not praying for you and be with you can't be around me these days. Like I don't want you around me. And that's just fine though. So being in a marriage is a lot of work. It's a lot of prayer. I'm surprised I haven't started smoking or drinking. That's a bit. But
Okay.
it's a
Thank you.
beautiful
Thank
thing,
you.
but it's good.
Thank you. All right. Okay. This the last one, then I'm gonna let you go. This video, I saw this video on Instagram. I wanted to play for you. I was gonna upload it, but no problem. I'll just play for you now.
All right, listen.
Make sure you know how he feels about women
Let me
and
start
is
it.
no and respects women. It doesn't matter how soon
I'm
women.
gonna start it from the beginning. What's your problem?
Matter how soon y'all did it. And if a man does not respect women, it don't matter how long you made him wait. Make sure you know how he feels about women, and there's no better way to find that out than to ask him how he feels about his mother.
So, do you think that a man who is close to his mother or respect his mother has a better man in him in terms of how he will love you, respect you, because he respect his mother? Because I see that so often, but I have my own experiences, and I just want to ask you if you think that's if there's some truth to that. Do you Do you think?
Depends on the person. I mean, you can take the donkey to the river, you can't force him to drink water. So I
Right.
mean, it's all depends on the person because people mindset change. They're like, I can respect my mom, but I'm not gonna respect you. And it also depends on how the mom raised the son. So
Yeah.
it's for
So
type
it's
for
when
that
a
one. So
guy has a relationship with his mother, he's more likely to be a loving, caring husband, boyfriend, whatever it is, um, because he respect his mother. But y'all go
I
ahead. What you think?
I don't because sometimes you see a guy go in a broken home with a broken mom and still end up being the most amazing husband because he refused to be what he saw his mom to become. So I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
just my
I back
opinion.
you on that. Not necessarily. I mean, two different individuals, they do what they
Yeah,
want to do, whether their parents grow them good or not. People change, and sometimes there's situation while people act certain ways. So I don't believe in that though.
yeah, sure, though.
Say you're because they respect and love their mother, they'll do the same. I don't believe in that. I've had experience.
Okay.
Yeah, girl. And was that Dr. Umar?
Yeah.
You guys.
Well, that's the first part.
Yes.
Dr. Umar, child.
When I saw that, I was
Those
like,
other women.
wait, because I have had guys
Grain
who
of
was
salt.
close
Grain
to
of
their
salt
mother,
is what I'll
respect their
say.
mother, and was peace.
Right, grain of salt, Brie, right.
Yeah.
No, because you know what? I've dated guys who treat their mothers like gold and are the worst womanizers in the world.
There you go.
Womanizers. But love their mama, will go to church with their mama, pay for mama's bills and groceries, but treat women like a doormat. So
So
I
it
have
can
to
be.
agree. I cannot agree with Dr. Umar.
Okay, there we go. So we on the same page.
We ain't on
I
the same
think
page, Dr. Umar.
I think we all feel the same. That's what I said. I was like, I don't know, because I have had guys who love their mother, respect their mother, and all of those things, but they don't give a damn about the other females, and they treat you like, fill in the blank. So, okay, that's good to know. We all feel the same.
Who knows if mama telling them boys too? Don't be paying for no girls' food. Only mama's
Right, girl?
food. Mama's boy.
Because they secretly, because like secretly their relationship is with the mother, and until the mom is gone, no woman will ever be good enough because the mom is there. So you got that too. So
Yeah,
that is absolutely true.
Yeah, it can be tricky. So yeah, because so let me tell you a little story. My son, when he was 17, when he started dating at 17, so he had this girl and he brought this girl to their house, and he told this girl, "I want you to meet my mom. If my mom like you, then it's really good. So if my mom don't like you, then what?" So when I met this little girl, beautiful, very respectful, and I had no clue that's what he was looking out for, to see if I would like this people's daughter. Um, so later on, he said, "Mommy, I wanted to meet her because I wanted to know if you would like her." I said, "So what happened if I didn't like her? Will you not date her?" He said, I was hoping that's not the case. I was hoping you would like her." So that really stood out to me. I was like, okay, so all right. I mean, respect, but then it put like something, like a whole layer to it. I was like, damn, so he's looking forward to me for me to like the girl that he's going to bring. So if I don't like that girl, then what? So I mean, I like her for my own personal reason. So, but that should not stop you if you like her. But so I just wanted to share that, because sometimes some guys will do that. If their mom not feeling you, they're not feeling you. They're not keeping you. But it should not. I don't know if there's a middle ground there. I don't know, but I don't want to be the reason why you don't want to
I
be
think
with
it's a lot
somebody.
of control to put onto your mother,
Mhm.
to kind of say that's your decision and not mine. Your mother doesn't have to date that person. You do.
But
It's
I
nice
think
like
I
that.
think he was young then. I don't think now he cares.
You don't care.
I don't think he cares now. Like, you don't like her, okay, we'll just be over there. She don't have to come around here. But I think I was then. He was young and maybe a little
But
naive.
But I feel like sometimes they see things that we don't see, and I'm happy that they're more able to be more vocal than we were growing up, actually. Because my
Yeah.
son is in the military, he's 21, and he was talking to a girl, and she said, "Why you gotta talk to your mom every day?" Like, and he's like, "That's my mom." He's like, "Okay, if you don't talk to your mom, that's a problem, but this is a red flag for me." So it's like, you got to move on to the next. And I'm like, why would you? He's like, yeah. So I'm just like, why you do that? Because he's like, Mom, if she'd have a problem with me talking to you now, if I get serious and say I'm going to marry her, it's going to get worse. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, she's the red
it's
flag.
just,
Run
I'm
Yeah,
like,
she's
far
the
away
boy,
red
from
flag.
her.
I was like, boy, I wish I could have
Don't
your
play with
courage
the
to
mom
marry
now.
yourself.
Listen, don't play with mommies, okay?
Right.
And I
No,
All
do
she's the
too.
red
right.
I'm like,
flag.
I wish I had
Yeah.
your courage when I was your age because I was naive as heck.
Okay, I love everything tonight. Thank you, ladies. Let me unmute. I have some collections. I'm gonna play this video, then we're gonna say our lives, whatever you guys have to say.
It's the simple things, it's the energy. You don't need the lesson, you become the blessing given to me. They say it's something about the signs, why your zodiacting up my mind. Not sure what it means, but between you and me, signs are pointing towards this chemistry. I can feel it now, you can feel it now. Intertwined together, got the feelings bound. Locked away, I must have lost the key. Trapped inside this new world fantasy. You got me wide open, just slipping your token.
Okay, that's the unmuted
Nice.
session.
I love that hat. Oh my goodness. With the
Yes,
two little pom poms
yes.
on the side.
Thank you, thank you. Those are
Yeah,
the unmuted
get me one. I'm
collection.
going shopping. I'm going shopping.
Go shopping, ladies. Get your unmuted collection. Take a photo, send me. You might just made it on the website. Go to recaboutique.com/unmuted collection. We have everything there for you. See, I cut my shirt today to make it a little fashionable.
Right? That's cute. I love it.
So,
Very cute. I love
hold
it.
it up. So,
I
And
gotta buy my
we
shirt to
can
you so you can do that to my shirt.
right?
say
We should
that?
do a whole photo shoot, girl, with just all your unmuted gear. We should do a whole photo shoot.
Yes, yes, yes,
Always down
yes,
for a photo
yes.
shoot.
Okay,
And
the
get
fashion
serious.
show.
Yeah.
Unmuted fashion show is coming to you right here. Okay.
Look at the pose.
Yes.
Love it.
Ladies, thank you so much for being here. Anybody has anything else to say? I'm not going to ask you no more questions. I absorbed the time. We absorbed the time. So I am just so overwhelmed for you all being here. Take this time. For you married people, I apologize to your husband. Please don't know. Yeah, please forgive them today. They're just chilling with us. Okay, please don't get mad. So
Well,
I
congratulations
apologize.
again on everything. I'm super, super proud of you, and I cannot wait to see how much further Unmuted goes. I'm so happy to be in your space, so happy to, see everything that you're doing and be a part of your journey. So, congratulations on 1 year, 52 weeks of, is it 52 weeks, y'all? 52 weeks, right? 52 weeks of consistency, of interviews, of hearing people's stories, of, sharing people's stories. That really is such a labor of love, and I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Love
Thank
it.
you so much. Thank you for being my sister friend. Thank you for being the girl behind all those beautiful, beautiful posters each week.
I got
She's
you.
making all those posters for me each week. I thank you so much. I don't know what I would do without you. Thank you, Brianna. I
Got
appreciate
you.
you so much. Thank you.
Yes, everything Bree said. Keep shop
Right?
clean, okay? You got this.
Yes.
I'm just so super proud of you. I've learned so much from you. Just as the short period of time we've known each other. And like you said, and I'm saying too, you're not going anywhere.
I'm here. That's my twin.
Yes. I like to call y'all Ebony
We
and
said she's my twin because we have the short hair. So every time we meet, like, the short hair just be vibing. Thank
doing
you.
your thing. Keep doing your thing. And I'm watching. I'm your number one fan, and you're just so amazing. So
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Thank you so much, KK.
Yes,
Thank
girl.
you.
And
Thank you
for
for creating a safe space for
yeah,
all of us
Thank
yes,
you.
yes,
today.
Thank you.
Keep
absolutely.
I'm
doing that.
honored. Thank you.
I love you,
Okay.
girl.
Thank you. I love you all so much. So anybody else? That's it?
As well, for me, like I said, it's definitely an understatement to say I am so proud of you. So I just wanted to say, keep on uplifting, motivating, and inspiring, including myself. Because your story have allowed so many, including myself, to um, you know get
Oh,
unmuted and
yes.
give ourselves grace to express ourselves. So
Thank you.
thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a big sister, mother, more of a mother figure to us. Thank you so much for looking
Absolutely,
at us every time. Thank you.
absolutely.
All right, Kamisha, thank you so much, girl. We're here. Don't beat me tomorrow, okay? But just saying, I'm not sure she's at work here or not, but thank you so much. Okay,
You're
she just
welcome,
tell
love.
herself.
Congratulations again. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I'm here at QVC.
Okay.
Burning the midnight oil, but I'm
Oh.
so proud of you and congratulations. And I love you, girl. And I'll be seeing you soon. I'll probably be talking to you in a couple hours.
Yes, 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 yes. All right. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you for being here. And wow, thank you all so much. I don't know what to say. I'm out of words, but Angela, Kemisha, Bree, and Charisma, and Jacoto, and my girl Yashika, thank you so much, you all, for being here. And I appreciate you so much. And okay, until next time, Unmuted 1 year anniversary episode has come to an end. I see ya.
Congratulations.
Bye.
Love you.
Love
Good night,
you.
everybody. Love you, ladies. You guys are beautiful.
Bye. Good
Bye.
Bye.
night.
I'm gonna go cry now.
And I just want to say thank you to Bree because had it not been for Bree and her event, I would have never met you. So
Right.
It all
Right.
works together. It all works together. I'm so happy. I
I,
love the two of y'all together. People be jealous of them haircuts, boy.
Yeah. I was like, Bree, don't be jealous. I ain't taking her away. I'm just sharing her. I just need
That's
some
all
of
right.
this,
Yep.
right?
I'm okay to share. I'm good to share.
because Bree is also a really good connector as well. And
Yeah.
she connect the right energy with people. So I don't know how you do it, but
Yeah.
Prayer.
And I
Prayer.
love her parties.
you got a gift.
And I love her
Amen.
parties because you see all the different food.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love my sisters. I love
Have
you.
a good night. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you. Good
Night
night.
night.
Soon. Okay, bye.
All right. Bye bye. Okay. Kamisha, what you doing? Laying down? She's gone. All right, Miss Sharon, thank you so much, Mama. I will talk to
You're
you
welcome,
again very
baby.
soon. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who's been watching. Oh my God, this is my first most view while I'm live because I have hit over 300 views already. And I'm so grateful, which means people are tuning in to watch this 1 year celebration. And I am so grateful for the blessings that God has given me. You guys, I'm just overjoyed. Thank you so much for the blessings. And thank you for everyone that came on to celebrate with me. Thank you so much to my sisters, my tribe, everyone that took the time, everyone that made that sacrifice to be here today for 2 hours. Can you imagine those ladies sat here for 2 hours just celebrating with me. That's what you call sisterhood. That's what you call support system. That's what you call, the right people being around you, celebrating you. I don't know where Omida gonna take me, but I'm just gonna continue to be to be obedient and just follow God's will, because all is His doing. Okay, none of this is my doing. It is all God's doing, and I'm just so blessed, so grateful, so honored to be here. So, for everyone that tuned in today, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Everyone that sent us your messages, thank you so much. If you are ever in need of telling your story and you want to be on the show, thank you so much, Lakeisha Lynch, Teresa, Chris, Prince, everyone are watching. I can't see everything on here, but when I get off, I will be able to see everyone comment and I will respond back to you individually. I'm just so grateful for this moment. And so this is 1 year. Let's all pray for the second year, because we are going to celebrate in person. We are going to hug on each other, kiss on each other, just eat and talk and just celebrate more. All right. So God's willing, many great things will come ahead. And so thank you. Again, I can't stop saying thank you. It seems to be I'm just saying thank you, because I thank you. All right. So yeah, all right. Unmuted 1 year celebration. I am your host, Recia Kabbah. See you next time. Grab your book from Amazon. If you have not yet, grab your book from Amazon.com. And also, if you want to come on the show, always hit us up. If you want to come on the show, hit us up. The info is right there on the screen. Shop Unmuted Collections. I'm wearing one of the t-shirts, but this one was colored just for me to play around a little bit. But we have the t-shirts on there. We have the sweatshirts. We have the book. We have the baseball cap and the winter hat, beanie hat. So go on RecaBoutique.com. The link is also on the screen. It's on my social media. All of you are on muted outfit, and take pictures and send it to me, and I can feature you on the website. I can feature you in my stories. I can feature you on my social media. Along with all my followers, thank you so much for tuning in today. Now, I'm going to leave you all, and I'm going to go cry. Like I said, I have to go cry now because it's in here. All right, I'm going to go let it out. All right, love you all so much. Thank you so much. Good night.